What's the experience been like being in Ohio and in your first year at St. Ed's?
You know, being in Ohio, being closer to all my family has been great. Being able to come to my games for the first time in a long time. But then coming here, it's like truly a brotherhood. I've been blessed and have had a great time in the 2 months I've been here already.
What's it like playing with your brothers out there? You got Slaper, you got Nate, Gregory.
Those are my guys. I mean, Nate and Slaper, it's so fun to see each other make plays. It's honestly like, it's almost you're more happy to see them make plays than yourself, because it's just like we all have the same goal. We've all been working for it. And even when times are low and maybe you miss a tackle, you don't make a play, they're always the first ones to pick me up. I'm always the first ones to pick them up. It's just a brotherhood.
You know, the practices battling against each other, offense versus defense, you know, not only on the field but in the classroom. You know, it's like a family, you know, on and off the field.
What about this team makes you say, like, this is St. Ed's, like, this is what St. Ed's is?
It is not easy to stay committed to excellence. One of our pillars is excellence. And when you've had a run of such success, it's easy to think that, you know, championships are just gonna keep raining down. So I think the dedication to each other, the dedication to hard work, the brotherhood, the relationships that they have with each other, their presence for one another and for the school community.
I mean, it's been an honor to be the quarterback for this team these past 2 years, you know, especially with winning a state championship last year. But, you know, it's just been a great experience with all these guys. You know, being able to help the seniors win one last year, in their last year here at St. Ed's, and then hopefully this year doing it for our class too. So it's been a great joy and I've had a great time doing it.
It's a battle of champions from the Hall of Fame city in Canton, Ohio. It is St. Edward and Center Grove here on the Eagles Sports Network. Last year, the Eagles came down to Canton to win another state title. They won 2 in a row. They're hoping to get back again in 2023.
Be great. But more importantly than being great, be you. Be you every time. That's who we are. Together. We start with gas. Together. Together. We hold hands and pray. Together. Team. Nothing beats team.
High snap way over the head of Frankie Weaver. Eddie Andrews recovers it in the end zone for the St. Ed's touchdown. Weaver, they fumbled it, and St. Ed's picks it up. Inside the 10 for good counsel, Bradley Eek with the recovery. Bullock keeps it, sheds one, lunges to the goal line. He's in! St. Ed's has the lead. Schroedl leaps in for a touchdown. 4th and 8, trouble with the snap. Bullock slings it, caught by Sullivan, sheds a tackle, and a touchdown for Brian Sullivan. An impressive win for St. Ed's, who has now opened the season 2-0, defeating the 3-time defending state champs in Indiana last week, Center Grove, and now taking down a top 25 team in the nation, Good Counsel, 28-7.
Well, I don't know about you, partner, but I feel like I just called a college game because there's so many.
We played on ESPN, which was, I mean, it was huge. We played Our Lady Good Counsel from Maryland, beat them 28-7, and I think that really, you know, was really a big stepping stone for us to give us the confidence to know that, you know, we can keep up with these big teams and national powerhouses, and that we can, you know, come in and take over Ohio again.
One of the big storylines from that game was they put up a graphic that you guys have the biggest O-line in the nation. What's it like playing with those guys on the field? You guys have an incredible group there.
I think it's, you know, O-line has always been prominent here at St. Ed's, you know, running the ball, and having that group, it really shows that we are, you know, the best.
Players of the game brought to you by Geico. How could it not be this offensive line? 2 Ohio State commits, 1 Michigan commit, and as this game wore on, they really wore down that defensive line and defense as a whole for Good Counsel.
I can't think of a better group to give the players of the game.
They are the best models of St. Edward High School. They conduct themselves like their coaches are watching them all the time because they know it's the right thing to do, not because it's a front. And because of that, that bleeds out to everybody else. And when you're in a tight game, I never had a serious doubt at all this year in the fourth quarter of a game, because those boys, because of their God-given talent and size, will just dominate you. On top of them doing the right thing and the talent, they're gonna go make the difference to get it done.
Do you guys have a different level of confidence knowing how elite of a group you are up front?
I wouldn't say that necessarily, but just always being eager to, you know, just find ways to, you know, just keep dominating, keep perfecting our craft. If we see anything like on film that we need to work on, you know, just keep hammering at the little things, really, and you know, coaching up the younger guys that week after week have been getting better and better. Archer, Soltis, Sawyer, just really motivating each other. That's the biggest thing.
With all the guys on the O-line, it's like a family. You know, we're always talking about other things, whether it be football or outside of football. So, you know, we have that family-like bond, and obviously, you know, we're pretty big, but we don't, you know, we're not perfect. So, and we always try to help each other out, whether it be us and Roebuck or helping out like Sawyer and Archer. So, I mean, we're always helping each other out and, you know, working as a family.
You guys took down Ignatius for the 7th time in a row. What does that mean as a quarterback?
That game's really special and important to us here at St. Ed's. So, you know, that's really a great win to have. I think it means a lot to our community as well, not just our team. You know, all the alumni that come back for that game. And, you know, you get to learn when you play in that game. It means a lot to this city and the schools around this area. So, you know, knowing all the people that were watching that game, it means a lot to be able to have that streak going against them.
stop at the 1 yard line right before halftime against Hoban. What was that like?
Yeah, that was a crazy moment. I'll never forget that because we thought they were going to kick the field goal right at the end of the half. So we were in our field goal unit, and we were out there, and all of a sudden, like, I look and there's someone under center, and Troy Regovich had made the call, like, to switch to Puma Black, which I didn't even know what was going on. So I still thought they were kicking the field goal because they still had their kicker and their holder out there. So I went off the edge and I turned around and look, and the guys like trying to push in, and our D-line stood them up. So I just came in behind and started pulling them back. But it was so exciting to know that we, had stopped them on the 1 yard line.
What do we do with it? That's football. You keep battling. I keep telling myself that. And then St. Edward football kicks in the fourth quarter. It becomes the inside run, we pound, and we find a way to do it. I am so proud of this football team. I'll tell you, adverse conditions, nothing is going to stop us right now. Nothing is, look at me right now. Nothing is going to stop us from our goal.
You guys secured Coach Lombardo's 100th win versus Hoban. What was that like, and what did it mean to get Coach Lombardo a nice 100th win?
I think it being that game especially was that's always past couple of years been the game of the year. So going out there, I think they were number 1 in the state, we were number 2, and have it being that big of a game and coming away with the win for Coach Lombardo, it being his 100th, I mean, that's just huge. He's done it in years prior, winning, but now that we've been able to do it, win state championships on a consistent basis, I think that, it's not going to stop.
I'm sorry that you messed up, but I don't take revenge. I'm leaving with my head up. Yeah, I know I can pretend. Yeah, I know I can pretend. 'Cause it will never be the same. Let it follow you, see your face and feel ashamed.
The football season started in Canton in week 1. We are in week 16, and we are back in Canton, Ohio for the Division I state championship as your St. Edward Eagles get ready to tangle against the Springfield Wildcats. Casey Bullock running into the 10, to the 5, puts his head down, touchdown, Eagles! Here's pistol formation to give it to Brandon White again. He goes to the right side, 15-10, he's at the 5, still carrying the ball, he breaks the tackle, touchdown Eagles! Oh my! The young super sophomore!
Cause it will never be the same. Let it follow you, see your face and feel ashamed. Now you better move.
Waiting the snap, it's good. The kick is away. It's got the distance. It is good! 36 yards. White, run. Touchdown, Eagles! Coach Tom Lombardo getting a dose of water on the sideline. The Eagles have three-peated here in Canton.
You can't even explain the feeling, the moment. Honestly, you can't capture it into anything, and I don't know. It's great. It's still surreal to me.
Once that final whistle blew, knowing that we'd done the job that we set out to do 4 years ago was just an unbelievable experience. Just winning 3 titles in a row. We knew, right when we walked in together, we saw all the guys that were around us. We saw the size we had. We saw the speed we had. We saw the athletes we have. And just as time went on, we saw the group of brothers we had, and we knew that we definitely had a chance to do something that had not been done yet here at St. Ed's.
Story of this year's team would be mission accomplished. There was a lot of pressure on them. They didn't even rise to the occasion. There's an old Army saying that you don't rise to the occasion, you sink to the level of training. And they had been training themselves for over 2 years to be in this position to three-peat. And that was a mission for them from Jump Street, and they accomplished it. So I would say mission accomplished.